Yo, what's up? This your math man, Mr. P. Back in the place to be. Math 050, 4.8. We're doing combined like terms with these polynomials. Add and subtract multiplying polynomials. So that's what the lesson is. Math 050, 4.8. Combined like terms, add and subtract polynomials. Right now we start with this one. Simplify. Oh, dang. I left space, but I didn't do the problem. Okay, well, we finna do it now. So originally the problem is this: minus 5x squared plus 9 minus 3x plus 2. When you gather like terms, you put the like terms together. So this go with this, right? But if I'm in the whole 5 and the whole 3, I'm in the whole 8, right? And then if I got 9 plus 2, I got 11, right? So final answer is this right here: gathering like terms. So whenever it says simplify, you either gathering like terms or you reducing the fraction if there's a fraction around. But when you say simplify, you definitely got to be thinking combine like terms. So, all right. We'll do this one later. Right now, profit. Well, we know the profit equation is profit is always the revenue minus the cost, right? Profit is always the revenue minus the cost. So it'll be the revenue function minus the cost function. So basically it's this minus this, as you see right here. So 3x plus 2 in parentheses minus 6a plus. But you got to watch your signs here, because this situation is going to turn positive and this is going to turn negative. Because when you subtract, you negate this stuff. So this going to drop down, this going to drop down, but this going to change to positive, and this going to change to negative. And then when you gather like terms, you got $3 plus $6 is $9. And if I'm in the whole 8 and I got 2, I still owe somebody 6. So that's the final answer for this situation. Multiplying. So we're going to use the distributive property here because this is a monomial times a binomial. So I'm just going to multiply this time that, and then this time that. So if I got x squared and I got another x, then that's 3 of them because you add exponents. So this will be minus 3x cubed. And then you're going to have negative times negative, which is positive. 3 times 2 is 6. And the x squared is there. But now when you do the FOIL method on this one in the corner here, remember how FOIL method goes is you multiply the first terms, then the outer terms, then the inner terms, then the last terms. So that's how the arrows are going in this problem. So if I do the first terms, it'd be 3x times 2x, which would be 6x squared. The outer terms would be 3 times 5x, which is 15x. And then the two inner terms would be minus 2x. And then negative times positive is negative, so 5 times 1, 5, right? But then when you gather like terms, usually it's the two middle ones. So if I got $15 and I'm in the whole 2, I got 13 left over, right? Everything else just dropped down. So we're done with that piece. One on last piece is, this one is a 2 by 3. It's a binomial times a trinomial. What I decided to do is, you can either multiply each of these pieces by this whole thing, or multiply each of these pieces by this whole thing. So I decided to go the route where I multiply each of these pieces by this whole thing. So you see x squared times this piece, 2x times this piece, and minus 5 times this piece. That's what this is saying. Well, when you use the distributive property, you're going to get x cubed here, minus x squared, and you're going to have plus 2x squared, minus 2x, and then minus 5x plus 5. Then you got to gather like terms on all of this stuff. Well, this don't go with nothing. These two right here go together. But if I got $2 and I'm in the whole one, I still, ooh, I made a mistake. I think, let me see. No, it's supposed to be positive. Yeah. Well, I can go ahead and change this one. This is a quick fix. So if I got 2 and I owe 1, I still got 1 left over. Drop this down. These two go together. So if I'm -2, -5, I'm -7 the whole, and it's dropped down. So we're done. Math completed. Subtracting polynomials. This your math man, author, tutor, teacher, and poet, Mr. P. Peace out. Math 050 4.8.